Okay. So back to what I was saying, right? Well, I just started the stream. So again, the silent streams, guys, they're gonna have to happen just because like they're too late in the day. So I have to get them in. But I got 2 streams for today, so this is one of them. So we call it. So far, doing pretty good. I'm just waiting on the final. I sent all the information over to my program for my personal training certification. They're just giving me the final approval when they'll pay for it for me, and then I can just start right away. Um, so that's good. I got that taken care of. Um, yeah, it's nice out right now, man. It's 32 degrees out. Could be on the warmer side today, which is good. Like we're finally having a warmer front, which is nice. That's what we're looking for. So there's that. Excuse me for 1 second. So back to what I was saying, right? Basically, um, like I said, the sound streams are just gonna have to happen. But I got 2 streams for today, right? Yeah. Sorry, my friend's texting me right now. Snapchatting me, so I can't really see his messages right now. But we're trying to go to the gym and stuff. But um, yeah. Um, yeah. So basically, guys, Thursday's training kind of set the tone. Like I only got 225 for 2. That's because I was not. Again, I was took some time off from the gym again. But at least I got those 2 reps in. But I did train yesterday. I did hit some all-time goals where like I got 165 for 15. Well, it was 13 in a row. Then I did like a quick rest pause for 2 more reps. So I got 15 with that. So I guess 13. But but that's good. That's good progress for me. And I got 115 for over 25 reps, which was like all straight in a row, no pauses or nothing, no rest pauses. I was like, okay, within my like training program. So I was already fatigued already after the 225, and I was like, okay. So I was able to get that in. So there's some progress made there, some other progress on certain machines, but again, that's what happens when you don't stick to the training, guys. You kind of regress a little bit. But I did train yesterday, and today I'm training again today. I'm probably gonna hit my chest. I took 2 naps yesterday, so my chest isn't sore now. It wasn't sore to begin with, but I feel pretty strong there. I might go for 225 for 3 today. I'll see what happens. But yeah. So that's gonna be kind of what I'm gonna be working on. Cause I really want my bench to go up. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold. Hey guys, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, the training is gonna be very. I don't feel sore at all. I could probably hit it again. I feel strong. So gotta be confident though. You know what I mean? Don't want to tweak nothing. But I never usually do this, but I'm gonna try and get 225 for some more reps. It depends on how 185 for 8 goes. If that doesn't go so well, I'm gonna just go for 170 for 15 and then a set of 120 for over 25 reps. So there's that. But that's if the bench is over. The bench is available, then I'm just gonna move on to back and biceps. So yeah, not too bad. What's up, Northern? How you doing? Yeah, guys, I'm trying to get the videos uploaded to the channel, man. We're at 223 subscribers. You know, we're making moves. Where am I from? I'm from New England, bro. I'm from Connecticut. What about you? Australia? That's awesome. Or New Zealand. It's one of those two, but I know you're from one of those two nations. We're at 6 minutes into the stream, guys. We're doing pretty good. This is the type of weather I can do streams in. It's not windy. It's 32 degrees out. Yeah, that's true. Okay. It's good. But yeah, guys, not too bad. I must say myself, not too bad. Main moves on location is a lyrics on to skate away. I'm in CT2. That's awesome, man. It's awesome. Good to know there's some other people from CT. What's up, Melissa? How you doing? What in the world? Alright. That was a little weird. That's what it says. Like, there's no way my dad just pulled in a new truck. But whatever. What happened to us? We used to be best friends. We were broadcasts. I have no idea who you are, but I've never seen your channel there before. I don't recognize it, but did we go to school together or something? Hmm. 1 second, guys. Back online. Hmm. Go away. Gosh. Go away. Not playing, dude. Alright guys, so, like I said, we're at 223 subscribers. We are almost halfway to 500. That's right, we're almost halfway there. And, I think we're doing pretty good so far. I just gotta make more videos and go from there. But, yeah man, I'm over winter today. Cannot stand winter. It's over. I'm over the winter stuff. Finally in the last month of winter too, man. We're at 3 likes, guys, so that's good. No. But, yeah, so I had a pretty good breakfast so far. Like, for mass gaining, I made a shake with, milk, breakfast essential, avocado oil, honey, raw honey, sugar, and then, added some oatmeal into it. Made a pretty good shake. It was pretty good. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna supply over 1,500 calories, but in that one little meal I had, which is, you know, it's a minuscule meal, but 1,500 calories, so I had got half my calories in for today. In like 5 minutes, literally chugged that shit. And, you know, now I'm ready for the workout. I'm ready to crush it. Let's see if I can get at least 3 or more reps on 225 today, right? So that'll be good. If I can, then I'll be very happy. And I'll take some time off from benching, of course. Maybe focus, and then I'll do a 5x5 later this week. What's I'm saying is you gotta bench like 3 times a week, bro, to like get your bench up like rapidly. But you gotta do it targeted, like you gotta do it properly. Like, yeah, training failure is fine, but like if you leave some reps in reserve and stuff, especially if you're training, you build neural adaptations, like more neural adaptations, and you can get a pretty good bench in. So you can get a pretty good level bench. I only get my bench at 315. My performance wasn't the greatest on 225, but even then it was still basically 240 max, but I got work to do. So I gotta do a lot of work. Okay. Yeah, we're at 18 minutes into the stream, guys. So that's good. And yeah, not too bad. We're at 4 likes, guys. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, man, once I get once I get more videos and stuff out for the channel, that'll be good. Cause right now, you know, not doing so hot with what do you call it, with uploading videos, right, and getting YouTube Shorts out. So looking buff, bro. Keep it going. Thank you, Kipo. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. You guys saw the community post? Or the post, I made a post on the channel showing what I got so far. Can change my hands because my right hand's getting cold. Yeah, guys. So right now, you know, I'm sitting in at like 150 right now, 151. Pretty leaned out, but always going through body recomp like every day. But I need to be like in a constant state of bulk so I can really add size. Because I have size, but like not to like the extent I want it to be, right? But yeah, because I posted some of my stuff on Jeff Never's community stuff to see like how my physique measured up. And I mean, dude, I mean, everybody's accusing me of steroids, you know, all this stuff. It's just like, yo, like, it really just goes to show that people cannot handle when somebody either outworks another person, right? Just actually gains results, or just has better genetic blueprint than them, right? Because this is how the world works, right? Because there's always a bigger fish, right? To an extent, right? If you're somebody who just makes average results, but you're working hard, stuff like you're doing good. You know, there's nothing wrong with average results. It's average results. They're still getting results. But very good results is when like you're making real progress, like Kevin Levrone type results. You know, that's amazing. Even if I was on gear, I still made results, right? But I'm not on gear. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's always a bigger fish. Like no matter all the performance enhancing, you know, tools you may use, you'll never outclass somebody with better genetics. That's just how it works. Like you can be taking but you may take all this stuff, but you will still be the same, or if not worse, than somebody with better genetics than you, who train for the same period of time, right? All the variables are the same, training intensity, etc. But one is on gear and one isn't. But that's just how it is. Let me just make sure. Oh. So, like I say, don't let people. That's what I'm saying. There will always be haters. There will always be criticism or something. There will always be something to say about another person, right? Because people cannot handle, right, them being outclassed by another person physically, right? It all comes down to that, or mentally too. Like when people go like, "You're a nerd," this and that, and it's like, yo, like some people just, you know, are, you know, you can do all, like for example, you can do all the studying and take all the nootropics and stuff you want, but you'll never beat some like random ass person who just has the brains, right? It's the same principle, right? So that's why, you know, natural selection is a real thing, because that's what ultimately determines our evolution. You know, I hate to say it, it's very brutal, but there's always drawbacks to things. It's very dark, right? I guess, as cringy as it sounds, is right, because natural selection is all about evolving, right? It's about whoever is like either like anybody who's above average is gonna make it. You don't have to be the cream of the crop, elite tier, royal class, whatever. But as long as you're just above the average norm, you'll be fine. For a period of time, but at least in your generation, you'll be fine. But everybody who's average has a decent chance. It's kind of guaranteed. But everybody who's like below average, ooh, very low chance. Very, very low chance. And even then, bro, in a few generations, your entire bloodline will be outclassed. Or your bloodlines evolve, of course, but it's only about a select few of that bloodline who's like the elite of that line that actually make it generations later. So you just gotta keep that in mind. We're living in a pretty interesting time. Each year gets easier. Like, dude, we have AI now that people are just making all kinds of cash now. People are making cash with AI content. Little kids are making good money now. You know? Like, okay, even if they're only making like 3 or 4 grand a month, that's pretty substantial. Those are the people that are going to continue their bloodline. For me, I don't personally care about all that. That's not really information that like I care about. But I'm just trying to say it how it is. Like, that's just what it is. From what all the studies I've seen, from all the anecdotal evidence, this is just what I conclude, that natural selection is the ultimate key and precursor, right, for evolution, right, to be better. Not everybody wants to be better, right? And not everybody cares about wanting to be better in some shape, way, or form. Like, most people don't care about that. Those people are never going to make it generations later. Their bloodline will never make it generations later, right? Because, again, they're lacking attributes that others have that are needed for evolution. So just keep that in mind, guys. It's, we live in a dog-eat-dog world, so we still do, like, from nature, especially look how women, and especially for men and women, right? We want certain things that each sex has. For example, I'm gonna just say it right now, because for women, they want a nice, not even nice, bro. You don't gotta be that nice. I mean, it helps a lot. Hold on 1 second, guys. But after, like, my friends coming, we're gonna go to the gym together. But anyway, right? This is the ultimate precursor, man. So that's what it is, right? You need to understand. But actually, we've already been over that. What I want to talk is, like, for women, you want a tall, handsome man, right? Now, tall, that's easy to identify, but handsome, that could be a little complicated because beauty can be subjective. So, however, there are traits, which is what we call male dimorphism, right? That's what ultimately, the more dimorphic you are, you don't want to be so extremely dimorphic where you look like a fucking caveman, but you have some dimorphism going. You have, decent facial structure, right? Bone development, things of this nature, right? And if you have at least some dimorphism and you're, like, tall, at least average to above average height. But if you're average height like me, you have to be you gotta be good looking, right? Which can be subjective for a lot of people. So I got lucky, right? I'm already in a relationship and whatnot. It'll be a relationship I am in. I just want to see if I could prove myself I could be in a relationship. But now I'm really happy where I'm at. But it's not so easy for a lot of people, right? Because a lot of people want, women that have, like, these really high, like, because the women that they want to be with have very high standards most of the time. Like, they want, again, because they're above the norm, so they want something that's above the norm for themselves. Like, hey, we can do better than most women. We can do better. We can find a good man, right? What I mean by good man is a tall, handsome man, right? Because usually you don't have to really be the handsome, bro. Like, a lot of women will just choose you just because you're tall. That's it. You don't even have to be, like, really packing or, because it's called the halo effect, right? If you're tall, they're gonna assume, like, oh, he's attractive, he's big down there, whatever the case is, all right. But usually, but that's if you're handsome, But usually, handsome men, you know, there's not many short, handsome men really. They're usually average or above or slightly above average height. But very rare to find someone who's, like, over 6'1" who's, like, very handsome. But you gotta remember too, like, being handsome is like a 7 out of 10, right? You can find a pretty decent amount, especially in Europe. Oh my fucking god, bro. But um but yeah, guys, that's all I'm saying. But now for men, what we want, right, is someone who's, like, in shape, right, and that's about it. But even then, because the height requirement doesn't matter. for a lot of men, but a lot of men don't like tall women. A lot of tall women, it's the reverse for tall women. For tall men, very easy. For taller women, very, very difficult. Because a lot of men just won't do it. Even if they're like the same height, they won't do it. They want to be taller. Even 2 inches isn't enough. That's why a lot of men, they want to be at least a head taller. 6 inches taller is what, like, because the average woman's height is like 5'3", 5'4", and average height for men is like 5'9", 5'10". So like 5 to 6 inch difference, right? And this is a problem because this is how we produce short offspring. We don't want short offspring. But you gotta remember, but everybody's so selfish where they would literally, like my dad, he's 5'11" at his peak, but now his discs have atrophied, so he lost. Now he's as tall as me, 5'9". You know, like he literally is, but he also has really bad posture. But he's taller than me, right? And my mom's 5 foot exactly, and she still is. And my dad, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you know how much taller we could have been? You know, I don't understand. Like, dude, you should date someone who's like 5'5". We've all been like 6 foot plus. Just saying, you know. But it is what it is. But I'll take it, you know. Could have bigger frames. Like, I have a good frame, but like, it could have been better. Like, my shoulders across are 22 1/4 inches, so almost 2 feet wide. But guess what, guys? You know, short mother, so I'm not gonna be as tall as I want to be, right? These are the kind of things that happen. But yeah. But yeah, our stream's about to end in about 12 minutes. So we got 12 minutes left to stream, and I got another stream for today. So that's good. But yeah, guys, just letting you guys know. Be careful. Just, you know, hope for the best out there. That's all I can say. For a lot of you, hope for the best. I mean, even then, really, you have the money max then, right? And we're also living in a time where money maxing isn't going to be a thing anymore because of AI. Right? AI is going to be replacing a lot of jobs, a lot of careers, and eventually we get to the point where we have a one currency trade thing where like the government selects how much value or currency you can have per month. Sorry guys, there's a lot of cars on the road today. But it's gonna get to the point where the government's gonna decide how much currency you get every month. Enough for food, water, shelter, whatever. And I don't know, because everything's gonna go down to zero basically. There's gonna be no reason to like everything's gonna be basically free. So that's cool.